Hey, 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 it's good to be here. Oh my goodness. Happy Hallows Eve, wherever you are in the world. I want to just say it's a powerful time. It's the new moon, and the moon is starting to grow a little bit. And at the same time, we've got this line later today where between the living and the dead, or so thousands of years around the world say. I don't know. I I believe in that so much is possible. So, if you don't know me, I'm Ariel Andersson, and I have been working in conscious business and wellness and combining them and then working in fertility. It's all about creating as a person, as a woman, and getting to joy and health because that makes a difference. And this channel right here, I'm coming every weekday for the moment at 10 a.m. Pacific, and Tuesdays is Q&A, and it's a different time. Often I like to sleep in that day or I've got work. And it's about having a space where you can unfold into and be real and ask questions and be lifted up. It's also a place where it's real. And right now, I had this really strong feeling to talk about death and birth. And that might be really strong, both topics to talk about today. But maybe part of it is that I feel like there's a rebirth happening, and the fact that you're on a path to birthing is very strong because that means simultaneously you may be, depending on if you're part of my fertility over 40 or over a certain age group, or if you are coming in because there's something here for you, and you're having struggles around the fertility journey. There is something happening on the earth right now where there's a transformation happening. And so there is this simultaneous thing of like what's happening within you, and at the same time what you're creating. And so what you're creating often unfolds and allows that birth of you and the babies that you're looking to bring on this planet. And that's a powerful process. It's beautiful, it's strong, and I'm in a version of it myself. I'm doing it happens over and over, this sort of rebirth of where things are and what's next. And though I've had mine at almost 50, um, there's something strong happening. And I have to tell you that there have been some dark days lately. And I come here and I feel pumped up, but I want to have this space where you can unfold and exhale and have some moments of uplift. And at the same time, the truth is that there's a lot moving right now. And I'm gonna I'm gonna say hello in the chat in a minute. Thank you for the thumbs up already. That helps people find the space. So, right now there is a death within. There are deaths happening. I'm right now in the middle of a process of talking with a friend in Belgium who is young. She's in her 40s and she's dying, and it's so wrong. And at the same time, it's a reminder of the expansiveness of time that you and I actually have. It feels like, I know, there's no time to create, to make that baby, those babies. Oh, 24 people. Wow, thank you. And thank you for the thumbs up too. If there's something here that you like or it's interesting. There's so much happening. There's so much moving. And whether it's fertility or your business or love, your life, there's so much moving. And just doing your best to come into the flow of it, because death and renewal, death and birth, they're so interconnected in so many ways. It's strong, it's beautiful, it's hard, it's amazing. And I'm reminded as I'm thinking about death and birth at the same time. Maybe because of this time when normally tomorrow, well, we do it since I've been in Czech Republic and different places around the world and local communities as well. There's this, remembering of who's been here before us. And I've seen some old movies where they show the elders, the ancestors coming, and then they have conversations and they talk with us. And maybe in a way, in our dreams or in other ways, if you are sensitive, that happens. And I think to myself, which of your elders, ancestors that came before you, people that you've known maybe the people you haven't known. What might they say to you right now on your path as you're moving forward, when you're having your own dark days and light days? What words have you been hearing? If you want to share, I would love to hear that in the chat. Or what would you love to hear? What would be helpful these days? I feel like for myself, there have been women before me who have been so incredibly powerful people, not just women, but I think of my grandmother and my great grandmother and my great great grandmother and the things that they did that I can't even imagine. They stood up to people. There have been times in recent years where I've felt more afraid than I thought I would. And I have heard the stories of the women in my life, my past life, that have stood up to scary people and situations in ways I cannot even fathom. Just stood there strong. And that's something that I think inside of the fertility path, that feeling that strength of the people who came before you is so powerful. And I encourage you, if this is something that is at all interesting for you, to tonight before you go to sleep, ask for guidance. Whatever it is that you believe in, you ask that, or you ask of your ancestors, send me a message about if you have a particular topic, or maybe it is send me a message about what I need to know and see what comes. This evening, when the veil between death and the dead and the living is thin, or in the next days, and wake up in the morning, leave a little bit of extra space if it's possible, and just see what comes. It can be very interesting, and I found it a very powerful, simple exercise that I do with clients sometimes, because you're not in this alone. It's not just me. It's not just those who are here in this chat and some message which was sent that must have been interesting because it was held for review. But it's just, there's so much more available. And you have a strong story. If you're here, you've had a strong story. And I know that before now. And if you believe in past lives or your family, and whether we acknowledge it each day, you alive or not, I just got stuffed up, it's still there. And that's another life for another day. Or maybe, I think I actually might do a private live just for my subscribers. And we'll talk a bit more about sort of that trauma stuff and healing. I think that could be really a cool thing to do. Anyway, let's look down in the chat and see what's here. Autumn VR is saying what's happening here. Rock Boys saying beautiful. Then we have a message that was held. I don't know what that's about. Suman Tanuku Explorer says hi. Hi. Greg Freeman, Rock Boys, gorgeous. Thank you. Well, if there aren't any other comments that you want to put it down in there, I will say goodbye. Tomorrow is All Saints Day, so I'm going to take the day off. I will see you again Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Yes, I have just gotten out of bed because I took a nap. I woke up so early this morning. And I wish you all the best. I wish you a fun and spirited evening, and definitely going to dress up and have a little bit of fun and see what's happening in the neighborhood. We have a street where there's sculptures, beautiful sculptures, as I mentioned yesterday. And it's wonderful to see everybody dressed up and dancing to music. It's like a mini Mardi Gras here in town, just a couple blocks away. Have a lovely day to you too, Rock Boys. See you, and take care.